when you complete it, when you execute it. Execution is worship. And so I execute for my mom. I execute for my grandma. I execute for my sister. I execute for those kids in the hood who looking for a role model. That's why I wear the hat. With a PhD, that's why I wear the J's. So when the kids in the hood look at me, they say, if E.T. can do it, I can do it. That's why I can't quit and give up, even though I get tired just like everybody else. Why? Because this is what I do. This is my lane. This is your lane. You gotta murder it. Last me, you got energy. Don't play with me. Just what I said here, you got that energy for the next 100 days. I need to feel your soul in this room. I can. Come on, I can. I can. I must. Come on, I can. I will. I must. Give yourself some energy. Come on, give yourself some energy. I'm wishing the best. Who you? 100. Let's get it done.
Did that work? Let's go. I don't know if that'll work. That's cool. Right, so we're looking to crack on.
Yeah, they handle the Google ads and
Hi, thanks for calling the bike shop. I'm sorry, this phone number's no longer in use anymore. If I get you to phone back on a different number, it's very simple. You're just replacing the 0 on the end of this number for a 1. So it'll be 0102 304 661. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. I was just looking for Lou.
Speaking.
Oh, hi Lou. I don't think you'll remember me because it was quite a while back, but my name's Charles. I run my own company based in Cardiff. You very kindly gave me permission to pop you an email. It was quite a while back. It was bornspeed@hotmail.com. And I called up and I asked for permission to leave my contact details and some prices for ink, and you very kindly gave me the model of a Brother and an Epson. But I did tell you at the time, I promised not to do your heading.
Oh, right, okay.
So this is going back.
I don't think we've got the Epsom anymore, so it's a very long time ago.
It was, yeah. It was actually on the 28th of Feb, 2018.
Oh, bloody hell.
It was 4.5 years ago, and I finally plucked up the courage to say, Lou, I told you I'm going to do your heading, but you know, I haven't heard of you, so maybe.
Can you, with the Brother, can you get me a price then for the cartridges?
Yeah, go on.
And also for a drum.
Yeah, of course I can. Let me try and impress you. I reckon I know the toner code and the drum code without you telling me first.
Quite possibly, but I doubt I'd know it.
Why are you trying to take the shine away from me, Lou? And I spelled your name L-U as well.
That's correct.
Oh my God, I'm just a diamond, aren't I? So what's the, well, I can give it to you over the phone, no problem, but all joking aside, what is the name of the printer? Because obviously I don't want to.
Oh no, it's a DCP.
This isn't the 7065, is it?
No, 7055W.
Yeah, that's the one I called you for. I'm sure it was.
Yeah, but I'll say if you can get us a price for both, can you email it across?
Of course I can.
I'll give you a shout back.
Yeah, there's no rush. Clearly, there's no rush. I quoted you for this printer, this exact printer, 4.5 years ago. Do you want me to quote you for the old Vosa printer, the Epson, as well, like I did last time? Is that gone?
No, that's gone.
Very quickly, is there anything else, or just this one?
Just this one for the time being. The other
Okay.
one, I think we've still got. It came with 2 extra.
Yeah, there's no rush. Just a quick heads up. I'm now a limited company from April, and I now supply printers, Lou. So if anything comes up in the future, anything at all, emissions, gas analyzer, office, colour, you're looking for something, just let me know. But I'm going to send over, and the company name is Stead Office Supplies. It's SOS, and I'll leave you to it. If you need me, obviously, give me a shout.
All right. Okay.
Have a good afternoon. Thanks, Lou. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. No.
afternoon, Gordon Humble Motors.
Hi, good afternoon. Is that Claire?
Speaking.
Hi, Claire. You might remember me. My name's Charles. I run my own company based down in Cardiff.
Right.
You very kindly, a couple of times actually in the past, you very kindly give me permission to pop you an email, gordonhumblemotors@hotmail.co.uk. And the last time I called, I asked you for permission to leave my name, Charles, my company details and everything, and I asked if I could leave some prices for ink, but I did tell you at the time, and I told you this before, I've always promised not to do your head in.
Right.
But I haven't called since August 2020, and I was hoping, with permission, if I could leave you my details again, Claire, with my
Yeah, if you want to whack
prices.
them through on an email.
Would that be okay with you? Yeah.
That's still at gordonhumblemotors.co.uk.
Yeah.
If you bang it across, and then next time we're fine at the moment.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Next time we need some toners, I'll have a look at prices.
Yeah. Trust me, I've been doing this now for 13 years. It's very rare that I call at the right time, but I'm calling very rarely as well. But I just want to get across to you as well, Claire, that number one, I'm spelling your name with an I. I think that should be noted as a bit of a brownie point, hopefully. But also the way I run my business, and it is genuine, I much rather do business with people who get in touch with me first rather than me. You know, I could ring you every, you know what it's like, I can ring you every week, every month, every, you know, and eventually you'll just be like, you'll either order off me just to get me off your back, or you'll just tell me to bugger off. And I'd rather say to you, when I'm needed, I'll spring into action. Very quickly, the two printers that you gave me last time, the HP OfficeJet and the LaserJet, shall I stick with those two, or has anything changed?
No, we've got a different one now.
Right, so I've got two of them on here, so do you want me to take one off?
We've got a brother.
Oh, perfect. Is it black and white or colour?
It's black and white on this one.
Right, does it scan and copy or just print only?
No, I bet it just prints only.
Cool. It should say HL-L and then 4 numbers.
No, I've got nothing on here. It's a new printer. It's grey with a black top.
It might say, I don't know if this will make any sense, but the toner code, it might say TN2410 or 2420. Does that ring any bells?
No.
Possibly. It's a bit of a tricky one with brother, because the model of the printer is definitely on the printer, but sometimes people have it as like a gas amp. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah.
It's HL.
Yeah, dash L. Yeah.
L231 OD.
Perfect. So yeah, I was actually going to say.
If you do prices for those, then that's no, because they're the
Of
ones
course.
that we use most of.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you're competitive enough, then you'll get the business.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, Claire, the way, again, like I said earlier, the way I run my business is, it's interesting because I'm not actually ringing you up to try and be cheaper. And the reason I'm not trying to do that is because the way I run my whole business is off, I know it sounds wishy-washy, but it's off relationship building, and it might not work for everyone, but on a limited company, I sell printers as well. And honestly, what I don't know about printers isn't worth knowing. I know, like, I sell printers as well. So if somebody says, Charles, we need a printer for the gas analyzer, the emissions, the brake tester, I need a color printer for the office, for example, and I'll be like, right, Claire, do you need what height, width, weight, what are we looking at? Do you want laser? Do you want inkjet? Are we looking to, buy a printer that is longevity, so you've got the printer for a number of years, or are you looking for something cheap and cheerful? So it's not just trying to be less than what you pay. If I am, it's brilliant, but I really want to get across that, I'll be there for, hopefully, any issues, any problems. I've got to have excellent customer service, because, as you know, I'm in a very competitive environment. So to stay alive, I just want to offer something extra. With the HPs, shall I take both of them off my list, or do you still have one of them?
No, we don't have them anymore. We've switched both for brothers, so they're both the same machine. One for the gas analyzer and one for printing out the MOT.
Perfect. You've done really well there, by the way. You should deserve a pat on the back, because I think that's really good, having two printers. And also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quote you for the high capacity toner. I'm also going to quote you for the drum. Now, very quickly, the high capacity toner, it does you may already order this, but it does 3,000 pages. Never order the standard. It does 1.2, so it does nearly a third of the high capacity. Always go for the bigger one, and the drum should be replaced roughly every 4 toners. All right. So even if we don't bang heads and do business, try and remember the drum. It is an important component because it stores all the waste from the cartridge, and always try and buy the high capacity if you can. All right. But anyway, I'm going to send it over, and I'll leave my name, Charles. I'll put everything you need on it. And thank you very much for letting me quote you again, Claire. I do appreciate it.
You're most welcome.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, and get in touch when you're ready. You have a good afternoon.
Okay.
Thanks, Claire. Ta-da. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hi, good afternoon. Is that Paula? Hiya, Paula. You might remember me. I'm not sure. It's quite a while back. My name's Charles. I run my own company based down in Cardiff. You very kindly gave me permission to pop you an email. It was tcvsgarage@gmail.com. And I called up and I asked for permission to leave my name, Charles, my company details, and I asked if I could leave some prices for ink. But when I last spoke to you, I did say something along the lines of, I promise not to do your head in. So this is the 12th of August, 2020. I was hoping, again, with your permission, if I could maybe get you my contact details and prices again, if that would be okay.
Yeah, you can email it across, that's not a problem.
Would that be all right? The printers that you gave me, the Epson and the Samsung, is anything changed or is it still the same ones? I got them in front of me. It's like an Epson ink, bottles of ink, and the Samsung was a laser one, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the Epson's bottles, yeah, the Samsung's,
Yeah. So it's, yeah, perfect. So when I send you the email, it'll have my name, Charles, on it. It'll have my company details, prices, etc. But I really do want to stress that the way I run my business, Paul, is I wait for people to get back to me rather than clearly, you know, I don't ring people. I just want to a garage. Yeah, exactly. But there's no, like, what I'm trying to get at is, like, there's no rush my end, you know. If it is of interest, brilliant, but just don't worry about, you know, just whenever you're ready. I'll send it over, see what you think, see what the boss thinks, and then fingers crossed if it's any good, get back to me. But thank you for letting me send the email again, Paula.
That's all right, no
Appreciate
problem.
it. You have a good afternoon. Ta-ra now.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
The rhythm calls out to me.
Let's go.
Motors.
Hi, good afternoon. I was just looking for Scott.
Scott, are you just out at the moment? Can I have a door?
Yeah, sure. You might be able to meet. My name's Charles. I run my own company based down in Cardiff. I haven't spoken to Scott for a while, but the last time I spoke to him, he very kindly gave me permission to pop him an email, Scotty212@msn.com.
Yeah, that's probably your best bet because we've got a couple of sites, so he floats around the site.
Yeah, I've got.
About half an hour ago here. He's not here now.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, the reason when I last spoke to him, he gave me permission to pop him an email, and I run my own company and I supply ink, and he very kindly said, "Yep, send it across." But I did say to Scott at the time, I promised not to do your heading. And I haven't called or emailed since August 2020. So the reason for the call today was I was going to ask him if it would be okay to email him again with my details and prices. Do you think that would be okay?
I don't see any harm in that. You just drop him an email. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
If they're not around, but by all means, they'll pick it up. That's fine.
Yeah, perfect. I'm a little bit old-fashioned. I'd rather ask first if it would be okay, because you know what it's like with emails. You get so many of them.
Very refreshing to hear that. Very, very good approach.
We've got to think, what's everyone else doing? And for me in my business, with all due respect, everyone's doing my heading. I get phone calls every day, emails off people. And I tell them, I'm in a serviced office here in Cardiff, a little office, and they ask me about my gas, my electric, and I said, I'm in a serviced office, there's nothing to do with me. And they keep ringing and ringing and ringing. So in my opinion, it's better just to say, is it okay, rather than just presume it is. Because then you just look like everyone else. Yeah, that's what's kept me in business, mate, 5.5 years. It's not because I cheaper pricing for ink. It's because I've been doing it for a long time. 13 years I've been selling ink.
Deal with it, isn't it?
100%. And he had it, funny enough, Scott had a printer a couple of years ago. I don't know if he still got it. It was a HP. And the cost of the inks, you wouldn't believe it, was about, I can't remember the cost of the printer, but the full set high capacity was about 800 quid plus VAT.
Yeah, we still got it.
Yeah. And at the
M479,
479 Color Laserjet Pro.
It is definitely a Color Laserjet Pro.
Yeah, M479, yeah. But when I last spoke to him 2 years ago, funnily enough, he asked me to send him out a black toner, and I could not, for love nor money, for a couple of years, literally for years through COVID, I couldn't get hold of the toners, and people were having to buy the originals. But over the last, I would say, 6 to 9 months this year, I can supply him no problem. But obviously, coming through his details again, you wouldn't even believe how many garages I quoted. I got an Excel spreadsheet of 20,000 garages. And I probably quoted about 7,000, and that's genuine. It's not even joking. I literally, this is why it takes me so long to come back through again.
That's all right. Drop him an email.
I will.
Thank you very much for that.
Not at all, mate. And you have a good day. Thank you for letting me send it, mate. Thank you. Appreciate it. Ta-ra now. Cheers, mate. Bye. Let's go.
and wedges.
Hi, I was looking for Tim.
He's outside in the workshop. I'll see if I can find him. Who should I just call him?
My name's Charles. I run my own company, I do, mate, based down in Cardiff. That's not Eric at all, is it?
It is.
Ah, do you know what? I was actually going to ask for Eric first, funny enough. You probably won't remember me, Eric. It was a very long time ago. I called up and you gave me permission to pop an email through to Paul Motors 1969 at tiscali.co.uk. It was a while back, and I asked for permission to leave my name, Charles, my company details, and I asked for if I could leave some prices for ink. You give me the models of a couple of printers, but I did say to you at the time, I promised not to do your heading.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I haven't used that email address in about 8 years. So.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, I called you up in September 2017. I emailed you on that one. And then it was 28th of Feb 2018 is when I last called. Would you and Tim allow me permission to leave my details and my prices again, Eric?
Yeah, fire away.
Would that be okay? So if the email, is it okay to take the correct email? If this one's not right.
Paul Motors.
Oh, bear with me. So it's similar to the other one, is it? Okay, so it's, let me get rid of this. Right, so it's Paul Motors, yeah.
At outlook.com.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. The printer list that I was given, the Brother and the Lexmark, is that still the same setup, or if it's
No,
all?
I haven't got a Lexmark anymore.
Yeah, so the ink, it was only an inkjet as well. It's a very unusual
Yeah.
printer. You had 2 black and white Brother printers. Is that still the case, or has that changed? Perfect. Wicked. So what I'll do is, if it's okay, Eric, I'll put across my name, Charles, my company details, my prices, my delivery. I haven't, like I said, I haven't called or emailed for 4.5 years. So if you are interested, I don't know how the setup is with you and Tim, but if you guys are interested, just let me know. Would that be okay?
Yeah. Just send it over. I'll have a look.
Yeah, there's no rush, mate. Thank you for letting me send it as well. Cheers, Eric.
Cheers.
Bye bye. Bye. Oh, new customer, bitches. I forgot I was locked. Let's go. Oh, you're joking me. Oh.
Garden Hill Primary School, please choose from one of the following options. To report a child's absence, press 1. To speak to a family worker, press 2. For finance, press 3. For all other inquiries, please hold for the main office. Mailbox 234. Recording.
Hi Sue, it's Charles from Stead Office Supplies, SOS down in Cardiff. Thought I could give you a quick call because the way I normally operate with Sue and with all my customers really is I normally let them order when they need, get back in touch when they're ready, never need to like chase them, hassle them, badger them, etc., pester them. That's the reason why me and Sue got along so well, because I just kind of left it to it. But obviously we haven't spoken before, so if you do need me, I'm pretty certain you'll email back when you're ready. But if you do need me, my number's 02922 402 747. And fingers crossed you'll get back to me on email when you're ready. Hope you have a good afternoon as well. Thanks, Sue. Bye-bye.
Thank you for calling Portside and MOT Centre. Please wait whilst we connect you. Good afternoon, Portside.
Hi, good afternoon. I was just looking for Russ.
Speaking.
Oh, hi Russ. You might remember me. I'm not sure. My name is Charles. I run my own company based down in Cardiff.
Yeah.
Over the last couple of years, we haven't spoken for a while, but you very kindly allowed me to pop you an email, Russ, to the pool tires at pooltires.com email address. And I've called up and I've asked for permission to leave my name, Charles, my contact details, but you have allowed me to quote you for some ink. But the last time I called, Russ, was in August 2020. I was hoping, with your permission again, could I leave you my details and my prices for the ink? Would that be okay?
What, for the cartridges and stuff?
Yeah, you had an old school printer. I was quite impressed actually, because you probably won't remember this either, but I called you up in February 2018, but it was the LaserJet 1022 that you gave me last time.
Yeah.
Proper old school printer. I've been selling for 13 years, and I think this printer is it's probably gone about 25 years, I would say, maybe 20 plus years. Yeah, honestly, it's a workhorse. This printer's been discontinued about 15 times since it first came out, but that printer, have you still got it, that printer?
I've got 3 of them.
Mate, listen, Russ, whenever you leave the garage or whatever, you need to keep them. Trust me, keep them under wraps. Don't even let anyone know that you've got them, apart from me. But don't let anyone else know, because the thing is, these printers, they are absolutely built to last. They really are. Back in the day, HP, Kyocera, Brother, Epson, they made printers to last. And nowadays, as you know, I don't know actually if you know firsthand, but unless you've heard stories, but these printers nowadays, they last about, I think they're meant to last about 18 to 24 months. They bring out a new version. The old toner doesn't work in the new printer. So if you have stock, can't fit it in. And this one just does the job. It's really simple. What do you use it for? Your gas analyzer, your emissions, your MOTs, all of it. Yeah, I can't fault it. So what I've done, when I last spoke to you, Russ, 2 years ago in August, I quoted very simply £5 delivery and £25 a box. That's what I was going to do again. But is that, or would that be good enough?
25 of the box.
Correct. Yeah.
And that is what for?
That's for my version, which is the non-original. The original I don't supply. I've been in business 5.5 years. I've never, well, I said I've never supplied one original. I think I did actually in my first month 5.5 years ago. The original, from my understanding, is roughly around 65, because I keep tabs on how much they are. The price difference isn't what I try and base my company on. I try and base my company on customer service, leaving people the hell alone. If they need me, I'll be there for them. If there's any issues, I'll be there for them. It's all about, it sounds wishy-washy, but it's all about the service, Russ. It's not about trying to be cheaper, you know? And if it is, fantastic, but it's not because I'm trying to do it on purpose. It's just, that's my pricing, you know?
Yeah.
What's the situation?
I
can't remember what I paid for the last lot, to be fair. I was usually buying about 10 at a go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've got 3 of them. I can't afford it. Do you know? I mean, do you know roughly what you paid for them? It's, Were they the originals or the non-originals?
No, non-originals.
Okay.
I've actually got someone who's supplying me non-originals, and we do keep tabs on it.
Where do you buy them from?
Well, again, the local guy here.
Okay.
What's it called? Inject supplies.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them. I don't know if Inkjets and Toners is a company close to you. No, actually, I don't think that's close. I think that's Somerset, actually. No, it's not close to you.
No.
It's in Somerset there. BS postcode, I think it is. Your BH, I think. Not sure on that one. I'll tell you what, if it's a local guy, I'm here in Cardiff and I've got a lot of local garages that use me because I'm local. How about this? If I send you an email, I'll put my name, Charles, on it. I'll put my prices, my delivery charge, my contact details.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then at least if anything happens with the local guy, I don't know, he can't get stock or the price has gone up or anything at all, you've got somebody there that's willing to step in. But at this stage, you know, I'd say to maybe keep using him. Is it a one-man band similar to myself, or is it a big company?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the one thing I will say is that I could get my foot in the door is in the future. I sell printers as well. I'm VAT registered. I'm a limited company now since April.
Okay.
And if anything ever comes at risk where you might need a recommendation, maybe give me a shout and I'll recommend something similar to what you've just had as well, possibly.
I'll have some HP laser 1022.
I'm going to buy them off you and then resell them to you. Leave the key under the mat, Russ. They won't be there in the morning. But no, to be fair, that printer model is absolutely fantastic. When I first started selling ink, it was in March 2009, April 2009 rather, and I'll never ever forget it. And I was ringing the schools, I was ringing businesses. Every single quote, nearly every quote was 2 printers. There was a HP laser at 2600 and a HP laser at 1020, 1018, 1022. The variations of the 3. Q2612A. I was working for a company in Cardiff for 5 years and 6 years even, and they manufactured it in house as well. This was my most popular toner by far. Very rarely sell it, but I'm very impressed when I quote for it because I always think to myself, that company has looked after the printer.
Yeah.
You know, where most people obviously they're already on their 8th, 9th different version of your printer. You've done well. Where did you get the other ones from, or have you always had the 3?
I've always had 3.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I honestly, I'm a proper nerd when it comes to this, and I got to congratulate. Even if we never do business, I still think it's brilliant, mate. Honestly, really is. I'm gonna send this email over. It's still the same email that I used last time.
Still the same email. Yeah, still the same email.
Yeah, perfect. I'll just put my prices in there. It's very simple, 25 quid a box. I'm more than happy to negotiate if you order more, 10, okay, whatever. But come back to me when you're ready, if it is of interest, Russ. All right, mate?
Yeah, I will do. Okay, sure.
Thanks for your time as well. Cheers, Russ.
Cheers,
mate. Bye, mate. Hi, good afternoon. Is that Steve?
Where are you calling from?
Oh, sorry, mate. My name's Charles. I run my own company based down in Cardiff. I spoke to Steve it was quite a while back, but I was just wondering if he's free.
What's it regarding?
When I last called, I was given permission to pop an email through to the info at oakdalegarage.co.uk. I asked if I could leave some prices for ink. I was given the names of 2 printers, but I did say at the time I promised not to do anybody's heading.
Okay.
So this is going back quite a while ago.
Yeah, we don't need anything, thanks. But thanks anyway.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'll ask you if you did need anything.
Good afternoon, Ava Service Centre.
Hi, good afternoon. I was just looking for Colin.
She asked with someone at the moment. Can I help at all, or can I give him a message?
Yeah, you might be able to. Very quickly, my name's Charles. I run my own company based down in Cardiff.
Right.
And Colin, very kindly, the last time I called, he very kindly gave me permission to pop an email through to the inquiries at a1servicecentre.com.
All right, yeah.
And I asked if I could leave some prices for ink, and he gave me the model of the printer at the time. But I did say to him, I said to Colin, I promised not to do your heading.
Right.
So I haven't called since the 13th of August 2020.
Right, okay.
If I did speak to him, I was going to ask him for permission again, really, just to leave my name, Charles, my company details, and my prices. Would that still be okay, or shall I?
Yeah, do you want to send it through to that email again? That'd be great, and then I can pass it on to him, Charles, because I do the emails. So
Yeah, would that be okay with
you?
you? Yeah, brilliant.
Absolutely
Okay.
fine,
And
no problem at all.
what was your name? Sorry.
Victoria.
Victoria. Shall I still stick with the printer that you gave me, the Samsung Color printer?
Yes, that's the one. Oh, have you still got that one, actually? Hold on a second.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to give you another one.
Oh,
Hold on. I don't think the Samsung has got any more.
No, no, it's fine.
A pen. Hold on a second.
Thank you.
Someone's waggling at me. There we go. Let's have a look.
You're showing off with your cordless phone.
Sorry?
I said you're showing off with your cordless phone.
Oh, yeah, I am now. I'm showing off my outfit. I am running upstairs. Right.
I'm going to regret that. Oh,
Kyocera.
No, that's it. Yeah, Kyocera. You basically said it right. With the Kyoceras, they normally say like Ecosys, or it might say like a letter and then
Yeah,
3.
it says
Yeah.
Ecosys M5521CDW.
Perfect. I'm a proper nerd. I got 5 kids and I can't remember their dates of birth, Victoria, but I actually know the toner codes that go in the 5521.
You found your niche in life. You see, I've got 2 kids as well, which I've never had them sometimes.
Well,
forget them completely.
this is what we should do. Is I got 5, you got 2. I'll give you 2, and then we'll be equal. My maths isn't very good though. Yeah, but you're disorientated because you've been running up and down the stairs. So, you know, should agree to everything. I like that. But the only thing is that I have got favourites. If you've got you've got two. Have you got a favourite?
No, I haven't actually, because they're so opposite.
Never.
So I really
That's
don't.
interesting.
I really don't. They have,
Yeah.
they have redeeming.
They're both equally bad. Both equally good and equally bad. Oh, that's good. Oh, there we go then. Yeah, so there you go. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna send over this email. I'll put my name Charles on there. Very quickly, my name is Charles Stead, S-T-E-A-D. The company's called Stead Office Supplies. It's SOS for short. And then I'll send it over. I am called for 2 years, and I'm going to keep with that. So there's no hassling from me, no badgering, no pestering. And I did say that last time. So you and Colin, yeah, just honestly, I sell printers as well, by the way. But if ever you need me, you give me a shout. Is that okay, Victoria? Have a lovely afternoon. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Charlie boy. Hello. Hi, good afternoon. I was just looking for Rachel.
Rachel's out on maternity. She has been for quite a while. But you wouldn't say no, that probably.
No, I haven't called for a long time. You say she's been off for a while. My name's Charles. I run my own company based down in Cardiff. But I called quite some time ago. She allowed me permission to pop an email to I had the email, it's Ian at renttechrepairs.co.uk.
Yeah.
And she allowed me to call for some ink, but the last time I spoke to Rachel, I did say at the time, I promised not to do your head in.
Okay.
So this was on the 28th of February. It was actually in 2018. It's only 4.5 years ago. But she allowed me to quote for some ink. She gave me the model of, not the model, sorry. She gave me the cartridge codes, the Canons. And I was hoping, even though she's not there at the moment, I was hoping, would I still be allowed permission to get across an email with my name, Charles, and my contact details and prices?
Yeah, of course, but you don't have time anymore.
No, no. Well, yeah. Well, I was going to ask that question. I was going to ask about the email as well. Is it changed or is it still the same?
It is still the same.
Perfect. Do you know the printer that you have at the moment? Do you know like the model? I know it's a long shot.
Look,
If I can help you as well, is it? Do you know if it's like HP or Brother or is it Canon again?
you know, it came to hang the line.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, I don't know how you pronounce it.
Kyocera.
Kyocera.
There we go.
Ecosys.
Yeah.
M5526.
Brilliant.
CDW.
That's strange. I just spoke to a gal. I think it's close to you. A1 Service Centre.
Okay.
Are they close to you?
Probably.
Yeah, they got. Probably. They got M5521. That's weird, isn't it? And they changed their printer as well. Yeah, it's a bit weird that there's slight variation.
How are they getting on with their printer?
I'm not sure.
Really slow at the moment.
Yeah, I spoke to a lady called Victoria. It's normally Colin that I speak to over there, and they changed their printer from something else to this one, but she wasn't the one who ordered it. So I normally speak to Colin, so I didn't have a chance to speak. So all I did on the email is I quoted for the 4 inks. But I was going to say to you, and I don't know if it could be of interest, maybe in the future or even now. I've been doing this for 5.5 years by myself, running my business. I've sold it for 13 years, but at the moment, since April, I've become a limited company, which means it's been a long time coming, which means I can sell printers. So all my customer base that know that I sell printers, they always come to me and say, right, Charles, we're looking for a printer for, I don't know, gas analyzer, brake tester, emissions, office. And I always go quite deep into it. So I say to them, you're looking at the height, the width, the depth, the weight. And I always say,
that's what I'll say.
yeah. Well, I was going to say, yeah, well, I was going to say it maybe in the future, but pages per minute is really, really important as well. And a lot of people, they overlook it because, you know, they look at the cost of a printer, they think, oh, well, that one's like 150, that one's 175, just go with the cheaper one. But the one for 175 could do like 30 pages per minute, and the one for 150 could do 21. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it's really frustrating. Yeah, yeah.
So maybe, yeah, if you could send an email, that'd be awesome.
Would that be okay? Yeah. And what was your name? Sorry.
Zara.
Z-A-R-A?
It is, yeah.
Brilliant. My name's Charles. What I'll do then in the email is I'll keep it really simple. I'll put my name, Charles, my Cardiff contact details, my prices, my delivery, and then if you can, just kind of keep me on file. Would that be okay?
Yeah, cool.
Wicked.
Just let you know our best price that we've had on.
Oh yeah, go on. Yeah.
Is £50 plus that.
Bear with me.
That's the standing price that we can get as well. So.
Let me see. Because are you buying them individually or are you buying them
that's
as
genuine. We're buying them sets of 4.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do is one very quick question, which is actually quite crucial. Are you getting the TK522Os or are you getting the TK523Os? And I'll tell you why it's interesting is because yeah, go on.
TK5240.
Oh, okay. We're just throwing a spanner in the works then. TK52. I've got on my system that the printer takes 2 different types of toners. It takes a standard yield and a high capacity.
Yeah.
Do you know if it says it on the ones that you're buying on the box? It should say a massive K or a C for blue or M for pink.
TK.
Yeah, TK, and then it should have a dash, and then it should say 52, and it's the next.
5240K.
That's weird. I've got on my system. I've got the image in front of me. TK5240. Okay.
That's the black one. And then the colour one's got M at the back.
Is it still say 5240?
Pardon?
Does it still say 5240?
Yeah, it does.
For the magenta?
Yeah.
Okay. You are right though. That is a good price for the original, Sarah. Let me send you an email with what I can offer. Keep me on file if you can. I'm going to double check on this code though, because I'm on Kaiser's website now and I don't know why it should say 52, because on the website it says 5230. So I've been.
They
It's really interesting.
All the colours, so both people.
Oh, hang on. You said, bear with me, hang on, M5526, didn't you? Right, okay, yeah, you've got the one that does copying and scanning. It lifts up, doesn't it, and copies and scans. Yeah, the other garage that I just spoke to, theirs is they've got a different one. Yeah, I just thought, I got. I'll leave you to it. Yeah, thank you. Sorry about that. I apologize. I'll send it over, Zara. Thank you.
All right.
Cheers. Bye bye. Bye. Hi, good afternoon. I was just looking for Paul.
May I ask who's calling?
Yeah, of course. My name's Charles. I run my own company based down in Cardiff. I was just wondering if he's free. Yeah, sure. I last spoke to him quite a while back, and he very kindly gave me permission to pop him an email. It was paul@mvt-pool.co.uk.
That's right, yeah.
And I called up and I asked him if I could leave my name, Charles, my company details, and I asked if I could leave some prices for ink. But I did say to him at the time, I promised not to do your heading.
Oh, okay.
So this is going back quite a while back. I was going to ask him if he was there, would I be allowed permission to leave like my details and my prices again? Would that be okay?
Of course. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So what company is it you?
Well, my name's Charles Stead, STEAD. The company's called Stead Office Supplies. It's SOS for short.
Okay.
I called up 28th of Feb 2018. It's quite a while back, 4.5 years ago. And then I did call 2 years ago. Didn't speak to Paul, but somebody said to send him an email, similar to today, really. The printer that he allowed me to quote for was a Xerox 6600.
Yeah.
Do you know if that's still the same one?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, perfect, brilliant. Okay, wicked. So what I was going to do in the email is I was just going to put my name, Charles, and everything, but I was going to put the black, the blue, the yellow, the pink, and the prices.
Okay.
Is there any other printers there, or should I just stick with that one?
No, it's just that one.
Brilliant. Do you get access to this email? Oh, you'll just go straight to Paul, wouldn't it? This email.
Yeah, it's on his computer upstairs. So
Yeah.
yes, but I do check it periodically.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
So you could, yeah, wicked. And what was your name? Sorry.
It's
Anne. Pleased to meet you, Anne. Is it Anne with an E? Sorry.
no, it's fine.
No worries. I'm going to send you the. I'll send Paul the email.
Okay.
If you do look at it at all, my name's Charles, and then if it is of interest, my details are on the email as well. Is that okay, Anne?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's
Brilliant.
perfectly fine.
I really appreciate you letting me send it again. Thank you for that.
No, that's fine.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Speak to you a bit. Ta-ra now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Flat out piss, bruv.